How did the Mycenaeans take over Crete? Have you ever wondered how one ancient civilization could rise to power over another? The story of the Mycenaean takeover of Crete is a fascinating chapter in Greek history. The Minoan civilization, which thrived on Crete from around 2000 to 1450 before Common Era, was known for its impressive art and advanced architecture. They were a dominant force in the Aegean Sea, with a strong maritime trade network. However, around 1450 before Common Era, a dramatic shift occurred. Many Minoan centers, including the Grand Palace at Knossos, faced destruction. This event marked the beginning of Mycenaean dominance on the island. Archaeological findings show a clear change in material culture after this period. Mycenaean objects and styles began to appear in large quantities on Crete. Another significant change was the shift in writing systems. The Minoans used a script called Linear A, but after the takeover, Linear B, the Mycenaean script, became the norm. This transition indicates that the Mycenaeans did not merely engage in trade with the Minoans, they took control of the island's power structures. The exact details of how the Mycenaeans took over are still debated among historians. However, many believe they invaded Crete, possibly capitalizing on a weakened Minoan society. Natural disasters, such as earthquakes or the volcanic eruption of Thera, may have disrupted Minoan life, making them more vulnerable. The Mycenaeans, known for their skills as warriors and seafarers, were well positioned to seize the opportunity. Once they gained control, the Mycenaeans did not erase Minoan culture. Instead, they blended many Minoan traditions with their own. This fusion of cultures laid the foundation for what would later become classical Greek civilization. The Mycenaeans ruled Crete until around 1200 before Common Era, but their influence continued long after their decline. For those traveling in Greece, this rich history comes alive at sites like Knossos. When you visit, you can see both Minoan and Mycenaean elements in the architecture and artifacts. Museums in Heraklion and other locations display items that illustrate this cultural transition. As you walk through these ancient sites, pay attention to the changes in pottery styles and architectural designs. These details reveal the story of how the Mycenaeans took over Crete and how interconnected the Aegean world was during that time. Understanding this takeover makes the history of Crete feel like a living part of Greece's heritage.